Hey, what's up? My name is Rodney, and this is, I think, my first video for this channel. No, it's not my first video. It's like my first, it's like my first video where I guess I'm showing my face in a way. Because the other videos that were posted previously, um, it was only audio. Um, this is actually my second channel. I have a main channel. It's called Rodney the Voice, and that's Rodney RODNEY THAVOICE. I'll put the link in the description box. Um, I wanted to start a second channel. One because just to be on the safe side, you really never know what can happen. I've seen people get their channels just girl yanked, you know. Um, then also, I wanted to uh, also dedicate this channel to more towards more LGBTQ conversations, whether it be reality shows, web. I mean, it's all the same to me. Web reality shows, definitely important LGBTQ IA plus conversations. So, for those who are new to me, or this is your first time running across either one of my pages, again, my name is Rodney. And on my other channel, uh, it's a little messy. We can get a little messy. We can get a little messy sometimes. It's more so, celebrity gossip. We also try and touch on, serious conversations from time to time. Um, but, we partake in like celebrity gossip, you know, um, Real Housewives uh, reviews, um, just reality shows. Real Housewives, Uh, what? I can't even remember the shows I review now. They're just reality shows, basically. All right, y'all. So this is the first season of Oliver Twix. He has a spinoff show, and it's called In the Mix with Twix. Okay, we're just gonna talk. We'll start probably going more, having more of a, going toward. I mean, going according to the episode as the episodes progress. So on the cast, we have Oliver Twix, of course. We were first introduced to Oliver. I forgot what season he came on to. I think it was season 3. Yeah, well, I think that was his first season of Chasing Atlanta. So, I mean, I think that's when I first heard about Oliver. I didn't know who he was prior to then. No, I think I think I saw him from time to time. I think with Funked Aniva. Um, but anyways, his first time I think for a lot of people was probably season 3, Chasing Atlanta. Then we have his mother. They call her Mama Twix. Then we have Darius. Shout out to Darius. Darius is actually really, really funny to me. He said a few things, more than a few things throughout the episode that had me giggling. He's an HBCU professor. I said, oh, and he's an author. So I said, come on, resume. Okay. We were born. We were born were always a kiki to me because they just were like animated in a way. I remember them from Chasing Atlanta also. I just always like, I didn't know if it was rehearsed, but I remember them on the show. They always like finished each other's sentences. Sometimes they would speak in unison. Maybe because sometimes if you hang around someone, you start to sound like him, you start to talk like him. So maybe that was probably what it was. But I just remember them always kind of like finishing each other's sentences, speaking in unison. I used to be like, oh girl, but they're cool nonetheless. Jace he's a little, well, at least he was on season 3. He's a little cray cray. He was the one who pulled out the, what is it called, taser. I don't. He was the one who pulled the taser out Oliver. And then we also have Berlin. I remember going to like listen to a couple of their songs. I think when they were on the Chase in Atlanta. And I remember their songs, the ones that I listened to were actually kind of cute. So shout out to We Were Born. Jay Twan. I think Darius has a little crush on Jay Twan. Jay Twan is cute, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I was like, oh, Jay Twan. I don't remember him being. My phone just but every time I look up, it's the craziest thing. I was just having a conversation about this with my biological sister the other day. Girl, it's always an Amber Alert. Like, it's so sad. Like, I know for like the last week, I've gotten an Amber Alert every day. And it's always a girl. Most of the time it's a girl, like a little girl. And some grown man who done snatched her up. Oh my God. But yeah, I don't remember Jay Twan being that fine in season 3. Nicole Ray, she's part of the cast. She's from Chasing LA. I don't know anything about her. Let me say something. I'm gonna give Miss Nicole this. I did not know Miss Nicole was a trans woman. Now I have seen clips. I peeped in on Chasing LA. Chasing LA, I really couldn't get into. It's just really not my vibe. I watched the first season, and the first season kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, and so I kind of clocked out for season 2. But I have seen clips of Miss Nicole, and I was confused because I know that this is an LGBTQ show, and I didn't know if they had I didn't know if they started to venture out and let cisgendered people become a part of the cast. I didn't know. Long story short, girl, I ain't know that Nicole was trans. But I thought Nicole looked like she's a woman. But I'm saying, like, I didn't know she was trans. Like, I would have never guessed. So shout out to Nicole Ray. Now, I will say this much. Jay Twan was saying how she hasn't, like, I guess, an attitude, like, kind of classist, elitist, kind of feels like she's better than other people. Now, I don't know about any of that because I don't know anything about her. But I will say the clips that I have seen from her, I can definitely understand why someone would think that Nicole thinks that she's better than people. Because she does kind of give a little snobby kind of, girl, who are these girls? Girl, why am I here? Girl, you can't sit with me type of tea. But Nicole is gorgeous. Honey, Miss Thing. Girl, when they said trans woman, I was like, ooh. I said, ain't no clocking over here. I said, I know that's right, Miss Nicole. Even when she was doing, it was one part in the episode where she had met up with Oliver and she was doing his hair. I mean, girl, she was flat ironing it. Girl, I said, okay, girl. They just need to shoot a scene. And I was looking at her while she was standing behind Oliver. And I was like, girl, this girl, I was like, girl, so sometimes I am, not to sound ignorant. Sometimes I am astonished at, like, I'm just like taken aback. Like, these trans girls, that's girl, quiet as it's kept. That's why some of the cisgender women really be mad because these trans girls, as much as y'all don't want to claim it, because the trans girls can really stand beside a lot of y'all and blend right on in. Ain't no clocking some of they tea, okay? Because it's been a few girls in real life that I've been around that I didn't even know. And Nicole is one of them girls who could stand right in line with y'all and blend right in. I said, all right, Miss Nicole. Then we have Auntie Shantae, and then we have Theo. And then they give like a quick background to Oliver. He went to Morehouse. He said he got a full ride from Oprah. Girl, I said, ooh, girl, that's amazing. So shout out to Oprah. He met Funky Neva, and then through Funky Neva, it kind of just went up from there. The Power of Three. I remember seeing Oliver or either Chasing Reality promote this trip that Oliver is going on. Like, I remember when they first started promoting the trip, it was like a year until the trip even happened, was going to happen. So they had been promoting this trip for a very long time, okay? At least a year or over a year before the trip was even supposed to take place. And I remember seeing that it was going to be Oliver, Lauren, and Q. For those who don't know, Lauren and Q were also on Chasing Atlanta. Oliver lets us know basically, long story short, Q and Lauren, they're not coming on the trip anymore. I thought that was tacky. If I was Oliver, I would never do business with them again. Because regardless if you have something coming up, you already knew. This was the coming up. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, this was business. This wasn't like some personal trip where, you plan a trip with friends and then, girl, you start out with 20 people and then by the end, but when it's time to go on the trip, girl, you done went down to three, girl, 2.5. Now it's just you and a friend of a friend of a friend that you didn't even really know, and y'all the only two going on the trip. It's not like it's one of those. This was business. So I don't care what happened in Q's life, unless it was something personal where he just couldn't make it, like a death in the family or something, maybe, or Lawrence. But you can't. I get opportunities come. I don't know what was going on, but again, this was business, and this was something that y'all have been promoting for a very long time. So to promote this as long as they did, and then to get to the finish line, and then this is no shade to like We Were Born or Nicole, and then to say, oh, we're gonna have them help host this trip instead of Q and Lauren, I think it's a slap in the face of the people who are going on the trip to support them, because it sounds like to me in this first episode that it got down to the last couple of days, and y'all just started throwing people on the flyer. Which I would be upset if I was coming in support of Lauren, and then Lauren didn't come, and then y'all say Nicole Ray coming, or We Were Born. I would be looking like, girl, I was going really because of Lauren. You see what I'm saying? So if I was Oliver, girl, I would probably I would never do business again with. We could be friends, but doing business, no. Because I think he said this is their first time doing business together. And girl, they showed you how they conduct their business. Oliver, he's single again. Single again! Back on the prowl! Girl, so Oliver's single again. What was his boyfriend's name? Quentin? I can't remember his name. Oliver was over there taking care of that man. I told y'all that in my Chasing Atlanta review. I said, Oliver, it sounded like Oliver taking care of a man. It sounded like he taking care of a nigga. Oliver was over there basically taking care of a man. He started getting tired of taking care of a grown man. It sounded like Quez didn't have no job, but he was hopping around from job to job. Because even when Darius said, because Quez called, I don't know, we're going to call him old boy, because that's what they were calling him in the show. When old boy called and asked, sent Oliver a text message needing his W-2 and insurance card, Darius said W-2, those go to employees. So it sounds like, again, he didn't have no job. And like I said, Oliver was taking care of a grown-ass man. I said, Uber, now Oliver taking care of a nigga. Girl, not you walking around here talking about it was really, really sad. Girl, sad for a girl. You got to be happy, girl. Girl, you was over there every time you went to McDonald's, girl, you had to get 2 burgers and 2 fries and 2 sodas. Girl, every time you went to Chick-fil-A, you had to get 2 number ones. Girl, every time you went to Subway, you had to get 2 footlongs. Girl, every time you went to Chili's, girl, you had to pay the bill. Girl, every time you went to Wendy's, you had to get 2 4 for 4s. Girl, that get tiring after a while. You know? I know he was taking care of that man when he said he bought him a plane ticket to fly back to Florida. I said, why he didn't buy his own plane ticket? Oh, okay. Oliver says he's in a better place. I said, well, girl, you ought to be, bitch. You saving money. That's one. Oliver is no longer talking to his mother. We don't know why as of yet. They just haven't spoken. They spoke at the end of the episode. Oliver had a birthday party. Oliver cannot dress. You know what I'm saying? But I will give Oliver this. Oliver has let us know, like in Chasing Atlanta, that he is not into fashion. He's not into clothes. He knows, and girl, you can tell. Oliver is a tacky motherfucker. When I tell y'all, we get that, and Darius talk about his clothes every chance he get. At his first birthday party, because I think he had two. At his first birthday party, Darius said, "Oh, that's what you're wearing." He had like on a zebra outfit. Girl, at the party, at the club, girl, Oliver got out the car with some Daisy Dukes on, and his pants were still unbuttoned. Girl, Darius was basically like, "Oh, that's what you doing?" Like, girl, I was like. Girl, Oliver had on a one piece, honey. All you saw was dick and balls to the left, girl. Some Daisy Dukes, girl. Pants unbuttoned. Girl, a baseball hat. I said, girl, she got a lot going on. But anyways, and that was pretty much, it. He sits down. Oh, he invites Nicole on the trip. Nicole agrees. He invites. Nicole says that she did have a little tongue tussle with Jaytwan. But it sounds like she was over it, I guess. And then he invited. They were already going on the trip, but he asked him to host and to perform. And then they said, yeah. Girl, when Jaytwan said Power Word 3, he said something about Power Word 3 didn't pay their Georgia bill. Oh, I was giggling. And then Oliver threw some shade at We Were Born when he said I can teach them how to rap on beat. I said, oh God. Yeah, Oliver calls his mother, and he felt bad because I think I remember. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I think I remember Oliver. Doesn't his mother have lupus or something? I think they told us that. I think it was season 4, maybe, of Chasing Atlanta. Isn't his? I think his mother is ill, and so they were on the phone and they were having a conversation over the course, but they were having a conversation over the phone, and she was just basically saying how she was tired. Does she live in Atlanta or does she live in Florida? That's why I was confused because I thought she lived in Florida at one point. But I think he asked her to like come out to the party, and she was like, I can't do that. And I'm like, well, maybe she lives in Atlanta too. Girl, they was standing in the alleyway. Now this is no tea, no shade, because girl, this is no tea, no shade. But girl, I saw like a lot of homeless people. I said, girl, y'all sitting in the alleyway, girl. It's homeless people all over there, girl. I'm not saying, we all have mental health issues. But girl, I'm just saying, girl, you over there. I just saw a whole bunch of tents lined up across underneath the freeway, and y'all over here sitting in the alleyway. Girl, no ma'am. Girl, I'll call her when I get home. Anyways, I think that was pretty much it. Yeah. It was a good episode. Good episode. I'll be back next week with episode 2. And, my plan is to at least post on this channel at least 2 or 3 times a month. 2 or 3 times a month. Because, of course, my other channel is going to be my main focus. But I don't want to continue to neglect this channel. So, yeah, my goal is to start out with at least 2 or 3 videos per month. Or if I can try to do at least once a week. Once a week is not bad. That's not a lot. I want to do 2 to 3. I'll say 2 to 4. 3 to 4. 2 to 4. Girl, we're just going to post some videos. Girl, don't give me the line. Don't give me the line. All right. Thank y'all so much for watching. Again, I'm going to put the link to my main channel in the description box. And I'll talk to you girls and boys and non-binary and everybody else later. Bye, y'all.